Guys, what's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is 2018 and your girl is back with a new hairstyle. It's your girl Kanekalon. A lot of you may not know because I've been hella unpresent on YouTube, but I'm about to try and get back into the grind, you feel me? For today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I did these gypsy locks. I used 9 bags of Marley Hair and 1 bag of the Vivica Foxx crochet curly weave to create like the gypsy kind of curl that you guys see. This is my first time doing this, so I'm definitely not a pro, and I definitely don't know if this is like tension resistant or if it's bad for your hair. I just did it, so don't leave any weird comments below of me saying you should have done this, because odds are I'm not gonna have the patience to do this hairstyle again. But I noticed I'm rambling, so without further ado, let's just get into this quick tutorial, Kara, and stop freaking rambling. All right, let's get into it. Alright, so my hair is already moisturized, and right now I'm just showing you guys the different amounts and sizes of parts that you can do. For me, I didn't do a real technique. I did some really big parts and some smaller parts because I only planned on keeping this style in for 2 weeks. Just make sure that you braid up your hair to start the foundation of your dread. Okay, so now we're adding a piece of Marley hair. This step is important for when you are determining what length you want your dread to be. And we're just gonna take the Marley hair and braid it with your natural hair. And I feel like this step is pretty simple, but I did it in slow motion just for people who are wondering how I did it. Now I'm taking another piece of Marley hair and I'm fluffing it out and getting it ready for wrapping. I'm just going to show you guys my method in slow motion because I feel like it's super hard to explain this with words and easier to show you in a picture. Okay, after you take the Marley hair and you put it over the braid, you're going to take one side and bring it back over and around and meet back with that same side of Marley hair. As before, I told you guys it's hard to explain. Okay, so now for the important part, you guys want to wrap as close and as many times as you feel doable to the top in the very part close of your scalp. Am I speaking English? Basically, this is the start of your dread, so make sure you are wrapping good enough to start and to end your dread. This is going to take practice, so your first few times that you try this might not be as tight as you want to, or it might start to unravel, but keep in mind you can also burn this and solidify, rub your fingers together. Like, this is the part where you really have to play around with what works best for you. As you guys can see in this clip, I like to just take one finger and keep gliding it over to just create a smoothness. The more smoothness you have, the neater the dread will look. So sometimes I don't use this method, but for the most part I do, especially closer to my face. So after I rubbed my hands together to solidify that piece of hair that I just ran out of, I grabbed another piece of Marley hair and tossed it over the dread. Then I'm going to take one side of hair and flip it back over and bring it back around to where my hair was at first. Now this is the same exact method I used to start my dread, just in case you're a little confused of how I just explained it, but I'm just going to continue wrapping. This method is the only method that I use throughout my whole head because it's going to make for an easy takedown. So as I start to wrap to create this dread, you guys are going to start to notice the closer top of my dread starting to unravel. It's not really unraveling, it's just because I never twist to go to the same way. I never know what way to go, so it starts to unravel. But if you're doing it how I'm doing, it should go back to normal after you're done wrapping. So to solidify my dread, I literally just take the last 2 ends and I tie a knot, and then I cut the scissors and burn the ends. So that is it for my tutorial on how to get these goddess gypsy looking locks. I hope you guys loved it, and I hope you guys will comment below if you guys have done something similar, as well as like and subscribe, because hopefully I'm gonna start posting more on my channel and showing you guys all my creative little ideas or whatever. Have a great rest of your day, and